Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of the iZoto Masterclass. My name is Christy and today we shall talk about how to draft a notification and push it to the correct set of subscribers so that A. Your campaign is well received and B. It makes sense to the subscriber who actually receives it. Alright then, in the previous class we already discussed the basics of web push notification and how it can help your business transform the marketing strategy. So today we are laser focused on the importance of segmentation and how iZoto can help you to segment your subscribers. We'll also cover a few notification examples too that will help you figure out the appropriate emotions against the subscribers so it helps in more conversions. And of course, we would also see what are the various time frames in which you can push out a notification to get the maximum conversions. Cool, let's move forward. As you can see on the screen, what it says is your subscribers are unique, treat them differently. Yep, this actually should be a bumper sticker if required. Like marketers across the world know this for a fact that each customer is different and unique, and yet they go ahead and commit this deadly mistake of sending the same type of communication. Basic question to everyone. How can you talk about achieving personalization if you are treating your pool of subscribers as the same? You know, without segmenting your subscribers into identifiable and unique segments, you're like as close to personalization as I am to Brad Pitt, which is like really far. So you know what? Let's take an example. Let's just say that I own an online fashion and apparel store. John, on the other hand, is a 25-year-old biker who has subscribed to my website because, well, you know, I have a great collection of leather jackets. The way people say it now, #swag. Now, me as a marketer, I'm focused on personalization. Well, yeah, personalization is all I want. But somehow I forget to segment my subscribers when I send a notification regarding a massive sale on cocktail dresses. Now, John here receives my notification and he goes like, I'm sure I didn't subscribe to get notified about this. And bam, he unsubscribes. And so does a good chunk of the male population. Well, unless they're trying to buy some cocktail dresses for their girlfriends or their wives. So what I'm trying to say here is that this is exactly what happens out there when we send out absolutely out of context notifications without segmenting our subscriber base. We end up encountering a higher churn rate. It's a big bummer, isn't it? So, you know, let's see how we can avoid the situation. iZoto allows you to segment your subscribers basis the location, device type, subscription data, and even custom properties like, you know, gender, age, etc. and etc. Let me quickly show you actually how this works. Right. So I'm here in my iZoto dashboard. I clicked on Create Audience and I've scrolled down here to this amazing thing called Show User Properties. Let me just go ahead and click on Add More. And from this drop down, as you can see, I have these elements over here. It says User Properties, Device, Location, Subscription Date. Now, let's say, you know, I want to segment my users basis their subscription date because, you know, I want to send out a different kind of notification to my newly acquired subscribers. So what I'll do is basically just click on subscription date, select the option here. Let's say I want to target all the people who had subscribed exactly 2 days ago, right? Once I do this, all I need to do is click on Save Audience, and this audience would basically get saved. Similarly, let's say, you know, I want to segment my users on the basis of their device type. Let's say, you know, my campaign is, I have a different kind of campaign for mobile users. So I'll just select the device as mobile. and maybe even tablet. Once again, I'll just click on save, and that's gonna get saved there. Like I mentioned earlier, you can also use it for custom properties like age, gender, etc., which falls under this category called user properties. So we click user properties, and with the help of some custom JavaScript codes, basically we can populate all these different properties. So let's say, I have a website only for clothing meant for women. I can just click on gender and say equals female. Once again, save it, and that's gonna get saved. The minute you save your audience, it will basically get populated over here. There you go. As you can see, these are a few of the different kinds of audiences that were created, and you can check the count anytime by clicking on Get Audience Reach. Looks good, right? Awesome. Right, let's go back. Yeah, cool. Okay then. So as you can see over here, we're taking the example of the subscription day targeting itself, right? Like the way I had shown you earlier, you can segment your users on the basis of various subscription dates. For example, if you want to say people who, if you want to target your newly acquired subscribers separately, if you want to target your older subscribes, it entirely depends on how you as a marketer want to segment your subscribers and send them contextual notifications. Make sense? Okay, let's move forward. So let's say you have created your audience set, and now you want to push out notifications to those particular sets. You know what the best part about these audience sets are? The count, which I had showed you earlier, keeps changing dynamically. For instance, let's say, if I, as a subscriber, I do not fulfill the conditions set, I would just be out of the bucket. And that's it. So this is like damn easy to go ahead and set it up and just forget about it, because based on the conditions, you'll see the count increasing or decreasing. Now, on this screen over here, what you see is basically a workflow which you can create on the basis of subscription rate. Like, for example, earlier, we tried creating an audience based on people who had subscribed to my online store website 2 days back, right? So similarly, let's say that, I have created 3 different audience sets. One for day 5, one for day 8, and one for day 15. Now, obviously, you can increase or decrease the frequency of these notifications along with the date filter as per your requirement, because you as a marketer would understand your audience much, much better. Anyway, once I have these audiences set up, what I can do is basically schedule one notification for each of these days, so that on day 5, I basically get this kind of notification. It says need more reasons to buy, here's a special offer for you. Now, this kind of a notification, the minute you see this kind of a notification, you would be delighted that, okay, firstly, it's a irresistible offer, and secondly, you feel that, is it just for me? So these kind of notifications trigger the emotion of, trigger, let's say, the awesomeness kind of an emotion. It gives your subscriber the reason to come back to your website and make a definite purchase. Let's say on day 8, you send this notification. So this is like right after someone, completes a week since their subscription age. So a really good recommendation would be just to appreciate them for being your subscribers and for staying, and make them feel really wanted. Now, let's say it's been around 2 weeks and you would want to make them feel some extra special. So if there's any kind of discount or special offers that's meant for this newly acquired lot, go ahead, send out a campaign to them, make them feel wanted. Yeah, this is what exactly all of us try for, isn't it? Anywho, moving forward, device targeting. Remember earlier on the dashboard, I had shown it to you that we can also segment our subscribers on the basis of various devices, if it's a desktop, mobile, or tablet, etc. Now, sending a notification to your mobile subscribers after working hours, for example, around 7 in the evening or 6 in the evening, that makes a lot of sense, as it would have higher chances of being clicked. The reason, you ask? It's just that I'm not bogged down at work and I would have time to look at any kind of camping. So let's say if I'm taking the train home or the bus home, of course, if I'm not driving, and something interesting pops up, I would go ahead and click on it just to see what the content next to it is. Also, we have seen that some websites do have a different kind of customer journey when it comes to mobile and desktop devices. For instance, let's take this example. Let's say Domino's has a buy one gets one offer, and they want to target their mobile users and their desktop users separately. Why? Because they might want their mobile subscribers to call the hotline directly so that an order can be placed and it gets processed much faster. Whereas for desktop subscribers, they are being redirected to the website. For mobile subscribers, call an order. For desktop subscribers, order online. See, in the end, it's all about making the process for your subscriber very convenient, and that's all it matters. Next stop, location targeting. Imagine, okay, let's once again, let's paint a picture here. Somehow it's easier to understand examples that way. Similar to what you see in your screen at the moment, imagine that you have like an open house event in Dubai. Now, would you want to notify all your subscribers? Like you have subscribers, let's imagine you have subscribers across the globe. Now, would you really notify your subscribers based in Seattle about it? No, right? This is what it talks about. For example, over here in the screen that you see, this campaign or this notification would target all the users in the Middle East and not someone who's in India or not someone who is, once again, let's say in Canada. Does it make sense? So location-based targeting ensures that your subscribers get the specific notifications that are catered to their own geo. Okay then. Now, let's say you have segmented your subscribers carefully. You studied the website, the journey, you have studied how your earlier campaigns worked and done all the homework and the math and created some really amazing segments of subscribers. And you have a couple of really kick-ass campaigns ready. So you're all geared up and you want to push out those campaigns, those notifications to all your subscribers and start off the engagement. Now here comes the critical question. When should you send the notification? What is that particularly sweet time range which will maximize your conversions? Now, there are a couple of ground rules to cover here first, which you can see on the screen at the moment. First up, avoid sending notifications to your desktop subscribers in the evening. Like I had mentioned earlier, while talking about the device targeting piece, notifications work best on mobile devices after working hours. Again, taking the train ride home, bus ride home, send it to me at that time. My desktop or my laptop would be shut. Unless I'm a workaholic, it might be open, yeah. But yeah, that would be shut. So why reach out to me in a device which I will not have access to for the next, I don't know, 12 hours or so? Send it to me to the device which I'm holding in my hand right now. Secondly, put an expiration time to your notifications. Now, imagine you have a flash sale, like you own an online store and you have an amazing sale which is going to last for just 4 hours. That's it. And of course, you want to push out the notifications informing people about the sale that go ahead, we have amazing discounts, offers lined up. Go ahead, please go ahead and buy these. Now, let's say you just pushed out a notification without an expiration time. What's the impact? Subscribers who open their device after 4 hours would get notified about the sale which is already passed. And the bigger impact? Unsubscriptions, churn due to outdated and kind of, spammy content. The sale has already passed. Why are you notifying me about it? Now, I, as a subscriber, really don't know, or to be very honest, really can't even care that you missed out to do this. For me, you had sent me a notification. I just received it, and which talks about an outdated sale. Ouch. Lastly, ensure that you keep the time zone differences in mind if you have subscribers spread across the world. 5 p.m. your local time, remember, might be 2 a.m. at night somewhere else. So ensure that if you have subscribers across the globe, your notification scheduled to reach at 5 p.m. reaches each and every one of your subscribers at 5 p.m. their local time too. Now, while pushing your notifications, you should also consider the industry that you belong to, along with the, like a wider persona that you cater to. For example, if you look at the slide right now, it shows the various industries, for example, news, fashion, banking, travel, etc. And also shows you the different time across the day in which people most likely respond well to a notification. The darker squares over here are the ones where people are most active and responsive. The lighter ones are where you get like really less engagement, and the white ones are like, okay, I'm busy. That's what it means. Now, if I own an e-com store, I fall in the fashion and lifestyle domain, I would be sending notifications around lunchtime, maybe, yeah, and towards the end of the day, and yeah, towards dinner time or towards supper time. That makes sense, because I would want to target those time ranges in which people tend to engage the most. Similarly, let's say, if my store caters majorly to the working class, as you can see here, I would time my notifications in such a way that they are sent usually like before working hours, again around lunchtime maybe, and of course towards late night. Not exactly late night, let's say, like I mentioned earlier, dinner or supper time. So please ensure that you do keep in mind this, the persona along with the industry-based time determination, so that you get your notifications are well received. Now, obviously, you would not want to push out a camping around this time, right? Let's say 4-ish or 3-ish. You would hardly get any clicks on it because, yeah, people are busy at work. But if you are catering to, let's say, a young mother, or let's say if you're catering to a middle-aged housewife, this time still would make a bit of a sense. Okay then, so I really hope that you have a much better sense of how to optimize your notifications, create the ones which would work out for you, so that it gives you a much better conversion rate, a much better ROI. But before we wrap this session up, here's a quick question. How would you feel if I tell you that you can also send notifications basis what actions your subscribers perform on your website, like page visits and adding items to cart? Won't you love to send a camping similar to this, like an out of stock, like let's say the bag that you love is back in stock, or oops, is out of stock. Stay tuned for the next update, or buy something else in this place. That would be kind of the icing on the cake, right? It would help you to segment your subscribers even further and much better, which effectively would increase your conversions. So this is exactly what we would be covering in our next class. So stay tuned. Thank you for your time today, and see you later. Bye.